Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read to see what your energy is. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me. I got my 6 meaning have my back. This is what your person does not want you to know. I don't know why this happened. I wonder how you feel. They are keeping this from you and you inspire me. So they don't know how something happened and they wonder how you feel. You inspire them. So, uh, but you let them down. I don't necessarily believe that you let them down. I think that maybe what happened is that, yeah, I wish we could go back. Something that they did, you were offended by, and you turned around and said, you know what? Can't do it no more. You inspire them to be better than what they are, and they wonder how you feel. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull from the Lover's Journey Oracle and the Untold Truths of the Heart. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. I am playing my music downstairs, and I just had an inspiration to get on here and to record a video. So, hopefully you can't hear it. Consequences and rejection. So karma, destiny, cause and effect. The consequences of their actions cause you to walk away and reject them. And that is why you let them down. And they wonder how you feel based upon you being able to do something that you normally wouldn't do. And so they don't know why it happened. They know why it happened. You have a spiritual connection with this person, deep love, soulmates, and unity. But the enigma of it, leaving it to the imagination and building a mystery, is why the card came out sideways. You're tired of leaving things to the imagination, actually loving this person in the 5D, and therefore, bottom of the deck, a message in the bottle. The message can be in the bottle, but their communication arriving, composing thoughts. They're composing their thoughts, and this is why they don't want you to know how they feel, because they're not ready to come towards you. But you let them down because the spiritual connection that you always talked about and why you would always be there is not the case anymore. And so, therefore, even though it's hard for you, they have to love you from the 5D, which you had to do while you guys were around each other. And that's the hurtful part about this energy. Computer love is on. So maybe you guys, by Roger and Zap, maybe you guys are loving through the internet or seeing each other on the internet. Or I believe with you being an empath, you are loving them in the 5D and they don't like that. So I really hope you can't hear it. Let me turn it down just a little bit, but it's up loud because it's downstairs in my kitchen. I'm way up here in my office, which is on the left hand side of the house. So the kitchen is on the left side of the back of the house or whatever. So it's up pretty loud. So hopefully you can't hear it. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Modern Day Love Tarot. With the Modern Day Love Tarot, you turn around. Oh, my cards. Oh, wait. No, just the star energy was in reverse. I was going to say my cards in reverse, but it's just the star energy that's in reverse. Where did it go? With the Modern Day Love Tarot, it's just letting you know that the modern norms of what happens in a relationship. It's not watering it down. It's just letting you know how somebody's ego and how somebody feels can get the best of you. If Anyone Who Had a Heart is on by Luther Vandross. This is my mama song. Anyone who had a heart, boom, boom. That's the breakdown. And take. Y'all know I can't sing. But anyway, yeah, that is the way this card deck plays out, is what would be in the modern world. Sometimes you just have to, have your inner confidence and move forward when it comes to you dealing with the situation that you don't want to. Reality is that people aren't going to tell you that they're working overly hard in a relationship. When you talk to your friends, you're not going to let them know how much you put into a relationship and how empty you felt inside and what you had to do before you walked away. And so that's why I like this tarot deck, but I don't want to have anything in the reverse. This is just my preference. So that if it comes out in reverse, here it is, the star energy. Remember I said I saw it. If it comes out in the reverse, we know that it's authentic and that it needed to come out that way, because I am not putting it in the reverse. So the spiritual connection of you letting them down, you let them down because they've been letting you down for a long time. They've been composing their thoughts, but they're really not honest with how they feel. And so with that being said, you have to turn around and get to a point to where, this is how the cards flew out. Take me in your arms and love me too. All right, y'all. No, I can't sing. Three of Swords. Yeah. So the Page of Cups energy is the opportunities, the new opportunities that are there, but the heartbreak is still there. And that's where the enigma is when it comes to leaving it to the imagination. You are trying to get through this and love them in the 5D and have the new opportunities come your way. But the cause and effect of how deep it is and the irrational fear of them saying no to you and rejecting you, and then you started to reject them, is why we get to this point of clarifying the Three of Swords, the heartbreak. And that is kind of how I see that. Yeah, Two of Wands. So they weren't sure of the direction that they wanted to go with you. They didn't know if you were their like kind or you were somebody that could go the distance with them or be patient enough. They knew it deep down in their heart. But at the same time, they weren't willing to work with you as a team. Three of Pentacles comes needing clarification. So teamwork is here. And this is somebody watching a couple in therapy and learning how to get along, to not just do things that are convenient, but learn how to work together to build a team and of love. And so that is, yeah, where the balance was at. And so the justice energy, that therapist didn't work. Now you go to marriage counseling. You go to marriage or therapy counseling, or you try to get a different view of justice, because this is the justice energy, the consequences of their actions when it comes to their love. You try to get a different view of somebody else or somebody else's opinion, and therefore the Queen of Swords, you ended up having to cut it off. You see she has a knife here, and be tough, be ambitious, ambitious, know what you want and go after it in a single-minded determination. And that's balance. You want balance. You want balance. You want new opportunities. You want to have this whole, your cake and eat it too, but you had to walk away. Five of Wands energy. It was so much conflict in this situation to where you just had to, and they're mad at you. They're mad at you. They're yelling at you. This could be your energy, but they're yelling at you. You have your suitcase and you're just ready to call it quits. If anyone has a heart, will they take me in their arms and love me too? Y'all know I can't sing Luther, but there you have it. And so that is, what happens when it comes to dealing with somebody one-sided. And so what happens is that, yeah, you use your intuition and you have to walk away. You have to walk away and learn from the past. And this is an old lady who has fruits, the fruits of her labor are there, but she knows basically what he or she is able to tolerate. And so therefore, Page of Pentacles, you got to learn as like you would as a child. You have to unlearn to relearn. Page of Pentacles energy is, doing the work, showing up, doing the work. And this is in a childlike perspective. And the Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles is here looking at the opportunities from a child's perspective. A child never really gives up until somebody doesn't believe in them, but they believe in themselves until they don't. And again, being bored and disconnected when it comes to the Four of Cups energy, reaching a plateau, going places, knowing that this is not what you want, because they're only worried about everybody else being happy. And now they're realizing that you inspired them. So you took the leap. And now here it is. They're saying they wish we could go back. They have to take the leap and be able to communicate. So communication is arriving and composing thoughts. You're back here relaxing and, not worrying about, what they're doing in the, because you're loving them in the 5D, which you did in the beginning, but it was a difference you being there in the 3D, but having to express yourself and love them and really get a relationship with them in the 5D. And so now they wish that they could go back and communicate with you and compose all the thoughts that they needed to in order to communicate and not to lose you. And so that's just kind of how I see that. Now I'm going to pull from the Ask Yourself the deck, because this is an Ask Yourself tarot deck, but I'm going to pull from here because it's questioning the things that you question. And so that is kind of how I see that. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. It says in the Six of Cups, yeah. What memories from the past are you trying to get, are trying to get your attention? The memories of the past, this person, love and happiness, something that can make you do wrong, make you do right. Al Green is on Love and Happiness. Hey, love. Y'all know I can't sing. Anyway, Eight of Pentacles. What areas of your life requires you to create? And that is what you had to figure out. You had to be patient, relax, and work on yourself. King of Wands energy. What ideas are you ready to implement with others? Are you ready to take them back? Are you ready to work with them and enjoy the memories of the past? Or are you trying to let go of the memories of the past and work on yourself and actually have something new. And so that's kind of how you have to look at it when it comes to this situation. I'm going to pull from the breakup oracle deck and go from there because you had to do something that you really didn't want to do, but it was because you know they everything else inspired them but you didn't, and now you inspired them that you're rejecting them, and they feel like you let them down, and now they wish they can go back, but they don't know what happened. They don't know what happened is because you cut your communication off all the way, and so because of that they're upset that you had to make these harsh decisions. Yeah, and now they're in denial that it had anything to do with them. It's much easier to deny my feelings for you, and so that's what they tried to do. And so therefore, here it is, unsure. They know that it's a lie. So they're asking for friend support, which I told you, take it slow. If you're going to go back, the universe is telling you, what ideas are you ready to implement with others? The universe is saying, take it slow. Take it slow, whichever idea it is. It's not for you. At some point, and this is to whoever this resonates with, it's not for you. Now they feel helpless. I feel trapped by circumstances. There's nothing I can do. They felt helpless, but you felt that way and haunted. This is why they're saying, and you're in the 5D loving them. Every time you send strength and healing, it's like Cupid shooting back their arrow and hitting them in the heart with understanding, with learning to forgive and to heal. But that doesn't mean it worked all the way. I am haunted by my decisions and memories we made together. So they wish they could go back in friend support. I've been seeking my friends' advice about our relationship. And remember, I told you they went to a therapist and then they tried to get advice about somebody else, from somebody else that's dear to their heart, and they're telling you, hit them. You know what? Cancer has been there, and you have not. So you're haunted by the energy of wondering how they feel because they inspire you now, and they let you down. No, you let them down, and this is what the friendship is saying. This is what the friends are saying. You let them down. They didn't let you down. Your ego is just hurt because you decided the power of love. You decided to not pay attention to them, and when they were wanting and questioning, you told them, you know what, no, you're crazy. So they had to have some balance in their life. And so when you decided to walk away, they were arguing with you like, what are you doing? I'm this person, I'm that person, everybody would want to be in my presence, and you're just like, well, then I'm going to take a leap and let everybody be in your presence. And so now they feel helpless. This is from the Win at Love deck. It says, don't be jealous or compete with anyone. Janae Aiko says, I don't compete, I complete. The difference is the L, love, right? And so it says, it's not helpful and can grow old and exhausting over time. Jealousy is an internal battle. So take the steps to get to know and work on yourself. And that's what the universe lets you know. Slow down, work on yourself, understand that it was one-sided. Sugarcoat the truth. It says, say the truth when you disagree, but make sure that you're neither defensive nor offensive. Be honest, but in a nice way. This is learning how the power of your word. And this is why I always say the 4 agreements at the end, and also the game of life and how to play it, and focusing on your chakras. Wear their shoes. No, not literally, but try putting yourself in their shoes in order to understand their actions and choices. It might pleasantly surprise you. And that is the energy of sending strength and healing for this person to heal, because by using your empathetic nature and the intuition that this person has more underneath and what they're hiding from, and why they don't, or are they afraid to communicate. And so to understand that, the saying, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. When I explain to you the third eye chakra, which is using your intuition, perception, and understanding, you understand how this person is. That's why your patience has been you have so much patience with this person, and why you were willing to wait and work on them. But you got to work on yourself. Have you ever loved somebody is on by Freddie Jackson. Have you ever loved somebody? Okay, y'all know I can't sing. Anyway, so that is how I see this energy. You got to be impeccable with your words. You can't make assumptions. And at the end of the day, you got to do your best. You didn't let them down. They let themselves down. And remember, Drika, Kevin Gates' wife, says, he not hurting me. He hurting himself. So take what resonates. If somebody is doing something to you and they feel like they're hurting you, they're hurting themselves, because once they realize the person that you are, they're going to be inspired by you and wonder how you feel, and then they're going to say they don't know why it happened, and then they're going to think you let them down. That's the opposite. They're going to throw it on you when it's really you done your best, and that's the reason why you're able to express your own divinity, right? You're not competing, you're completing. He hurt you? No, he hurting himself. Something he's going through. So take it slow if this is what you want to go back to, and wear their shoes. Understand where they are. And that's the reason why sometimes you got to pull back and be in the 5D and send strength and healing to them. Hopefully that they'll get it together. Have you ever loved somebody? Is on, like I said. You don't need the acceptance of others. You don't need knowledge or great philosophical concepts. You have the right to be you. And you express your own divinity by being alive and by loving yourself and others. So don't let this, you know, cloud your judgment when it comes to being there and loving others, because it will, and it'll cause you resentment. I heard today that they said that they thought resentment was in the form of, like, in the category of, how was it? They thought resentment was in the category of um hate, but it's not. It's in the category of jealousy. Because when you start to resent somebody, that means that you start to take things personally with what they're doing. And that can be in the category of, hate, and not of, wait, how did I say it? Category, the resentment is in the category not of hate, but in the category of jealousy, of envy. That's what it is. When you resent a person, or when there's resentment in the heart, there's envy in your heart, and everything that this person do, you'll never be able to heal from. And that's the reason why, wear their shoes and understand where they're coming from, but then sometimes walk away and do, know that you've done your best, and express your divinity, and don't be jealous. Don't compete. And so, yeah, this is what they're singing. Have you ever loved somebody? Anyway, let's talk about the chakras. I think pretty much all the chakras are here. Okay, we have sacral, solar, root, and crown chakra. So let's start with the tourmalated quartz. It's your belief system, the crown chakra. You got to unlearn to relearn spirituality, selflessness, and wisdom. Sit in their shoes, see what it is that they're doing, understand why they sugarcoat the truth all the time, and they have this big old armor on them, and this is you understanding where they came from, their survival, their stability, and being able to ground themselves. They don't know how to do that yet. So you're going to beat them to the punch and learn that, and do it in a nice way. You're going to do it in a nice way, not sugarcoat it, but do it in a nice way. Don't be defensive or offensive, nor offensive. Be honest and do it in a nice way, because you understand that you guys are on two different planes, two different pages. So that's the consequences of your actions. Because if you're resenting the situation, you're basically jealous and envious of this relationship or the situation of this person, and that's not even you. So understand how to spew love and not hate, or resentment, because both of them is like drinking poison. Does that make sense? Orange hearts, if you understand. Amplification, deflection, and balance. It says, my masculine and feminine aspects are in tune with each other. You're understanding by walking in their shoes. The pink tourmaline, the heart and the root chakra, being able to ground yourself, being able to stabilize yourself, and to survive in all aspects by using your heart chakra, the ability to love, to be harmonious, and to forgive. And that is freedom, trust, and love. It says, I value myself and I'm surrounded by others who appreciate me. That's what you feel like you're not being appreciated. That's the reason why you start to take things personally. And then the consequences of your action on how you decide to reject this energy, because you're taking it personally, causes lots of resentment. And that's spewing poison, and that's drinking their poison that they gave to you. So who's winning here? All this love is on by the DeBarges. Um, all had some problems, and nobody, I don't know what it is. Wait, let me hear it. And no one could seem to solve them. You had answer. Found the answer. Anyway, sacral, solar plex, and root chakra. So here's the sacral chakra: emotions, intimacy, and confidence. You got to be confident in the way that you love, the way you want to be loved, and your emotions and the intimacy, and just be confident, period. Be confident in all the aspects of it. The solar plex chakra is your optimism. You have to be optimistic in regards to situations. You have to have clarity as well, but you got to be able to always keep or take your personal power back when it comes to the solar plex chakra. And again, the root is the the bottom line. The root is the bottom line, which is the survival, the stability, and the grounding. I hate that word. I don't know why I said bottom line. Eesh. Anyway, the bottom line, because I have to say it, I already said it, because it's in all three of these cards that came out: empowerment, vitality, and joy. I am proud of the person that I am. Don't let anybody break you, bend you, or make you even fold. You know that you've done your best at the end of the day, and now it's time for you to work on yourself and to remember the memories. Hold on to them, understand them, but don't harbor over them. And understand the difference between resentment and also um, hate. That's all I can say to you. So now let's let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.